The night had grown quiet. Most of Iberian had settled into rest, lamps dimmed, streets thinning. Corvin walked at a steady pace, his cane tapping softly against the cobblestone. Then, movement. He turned. A young man was running toward him, breathing hard, panic clear in his eyes. Behind him, 2 men gave chase. Corvin didn't step aside. The young man reached him and quickly moved behind him, as if instinctively seeking protection. Corvin remained where he stood, now positioned between the boy and the 2 approaching men. They slowed. One of them smirked. "Old man, step aside." A slight tilt of his head. "You don't want to get hurt." Corvin's expression remained calm. "I'm sure whatever this is doesn't require this level of force." A small pause. "What exactly has he done?" From behind him, the boy spoke quickly. "They robbed us." His voice shook, but he pushed through it. "My father and I came from a village some distance away. We were bringing goods to trade." He swallowed hard. "They attacked us on the road, took everything." A brief pause. "They hurt my father." His breathing steadied slightly. "He's in Iberian now, at a doctor. They managed to get him into town. He's being treated." The boy leaned slightly, trying to look past Corvin. "I saw one of them earlier today." His voice tightened. "There was a mark on his hand, a burn mark on his right hand." A small pause. "I remembered it, so I followed them from a distance." His jaw clenched. "They noticed me, and then they started chasing me." Silence settled briefly. Corvin's gaze shifted to the man's right hand, then back to both of them. "Then I suggest you explain." The men didn't answer. Instead, both of them drew their guns. Corvin let out a quiet sigh. "Well, that won't do." He tapped his cane once against the ground. The cobblestone beneath their feet reacted instantly. Fragments of stone shot upward, striking both of their hands. Gunshots rang out, sharp, sudden, but uncontrolled. Neither struck their target. The weapons fell from their grasp, clattering against the stone. The men staggered back, panic setting in. One of them shouted, "It's a mage!" There was fear in his voice now. "Move!" They turned to run. Corvin tapped the ground again, this time more firmly. A wave of frost surged forward, spreading rapidly across the street. Ice formed beneath their feet. They slipped and crashed hard onto the ground. Before they could recover, Corvin raised his cane slightly. A sudden pressure pressed down upon them, invisible but absolute. They struggled, but couldn't rise. Corvin quietly, "Stay close." The boy didn't move. Another tap, and the frost crept further, wrapping around their legs, then their arms. They were held in place. Moments later, voices approached. 2 police officers arrived at a quick pace, drawn by the gunfire. They slowed as they took in the scene, 2 men restrained in ice, unable to move. Corvin lowered his cane slightly. Another tap, and the frost began to recede, releasing the men just enough for proper restraint. The officers stepped in quickly, securing them. One of them looked at Corvin. "What happened here?" Corvin gave a calm explanation. The boy followed, more composed now, adding what he had seen and experienced. The officer nodded. "You'd better come with us." Corvin agreed. He walked with the officers to the police station, the boy following close behind. Inside, The young man gave the full account. He explained how he and his father had traveled from a distant village, how they were attacked on the road, and how everything they had was taken. Their father, now in Iberian, was being treated by a doctor. The wagon was gone, the goods lost, and now 2 of the men responsible had been found in the city. Corvin listened in silence. When the explanation was finished, he turned to the police chief. "I take it you'll be handling this from here." The chief nodded slowly. "We will." His gaze shifted toward the captured men. "But these aren't amateurs." A faint frown formed. "Tracking the rest of them won't be easy." He looked back at Corvin. "But we'll see what we can get out of these 2. The room grew quiet. And though the situation seemed contained, that small detail, the burn mark, lingered.